Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Rear Station here, and on this edition of Mad Reactions, we're going to go ahead and react to the fourth episode of Magica Records, Mahou Shoujo, Madoka Magica, Gaiden. From the last episode, Kaede doesn't get killed off. Reina does a genuine, a genuine plea, a genuine sort of, apology. And even though because of course it has to work like that, and it was more, and the honesty of it was able to open up the I think it was like the laboratory, like this huge ass staircase, and it was and kind of did not get killed off, which is kind of nice to see. I mean, but it could be a twist within a twist. The fact that it decides to do something out of the norms of what Madoka Magica could do, I mean, that's something to kind of see, to really think about. I mean, let's see here. So the series composer, I mean, and director, I mean, of course, he was involved in the original one, but not the particularly, you know, big ones. Is really, I mean, he's really just it is really his first time as a main director and series composer. So I mean, based on what we've on his experience with the original one, let's see how he turns out. I can't see him being on levels of Urobuchi, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, we get Mom back. It's nice to see that. Are we going to see the rest of our original original crew? Is the question. Well, of course we will. Just a matter of when. And considering we have 10 episodes to do that, this should get interesting. But it does. I do worry about where it's gonna where's this direction gonna be. We know Yoha is still trying to find her sister. We still are, Nanami's motives are still kind of in the dark. Momoko still isn't particularly realized as a character, and well, I mean, for now it does seem like this show is a little bit more character driven than theme driven, in my opinion. Because Madoka Magica, the characters, it's not like you're bad or anything. It's just that they're very well told. They're very well told in terms of a character, but it's not like you just wish like there could have been something, deeper, or at least that was more mentioned with them. I'm not saying they're not deep. It's just that I feel like the story that may not have conveyed it as well as it could have been from face value, but at the same time, I mean, when you take a rewatch it, you do kind of see like the motives are simple, but they make sense for those. But it's just like the anime the story just kind of presents them as they are, but they don't try to stray away from trying to tell a deeper, darker theme that was, the downsides of trying to rely on a wish and becoming a magical girl. For here, it's already a given. It's already been being a magical is already as an acceptance here. But there's so much untold stuff. Then we got this stuff about the uwasa or rumors. I mean, I do know uwasa means, talk rumors, related stuff. I actually knew about that beforehand. It's just that like it's sort of like the sort of myth, legend, or something like that. Some synonyms here and there, but um but how Reina and Kaede got out, when I looked at it in retrospect, it felt way too easy. I mean, it felt like a bit too smooth. Like it's just like it feels too good to be true, sort of things. Which is why I mentioned, which is why I kind of mentioned it earlier. I mean, we are in the Kamehameha City, where the magic girls can supposedly be saved, and so it kind of makes sense that she was saved within the city. But there has to be something to it, like I mean, we'll find out, I guess. But if we still haven't figured out what that tiny little what the Cube Mini has, like what's the purpose of it? Why is it there? Like what's its connection? We still are yet to get answers here, and we still and there's still a thing as to like what is mom doing here? Is she like a patrol? I'm guessing, I'm pretty sure she's more of a some sort of patrol off so something along the lines of a patrol officer, someone that's just trying to keep things in check, or maybe some sort of she has a hunter sort of role, and her target is the main character for one reason or another. And maybe Mami might be associated with a room with these rumors too, but not so sure the connection with that. Because we do know she is familiar with the original Cube, whom Yoha did talk to her. I'm not so sure if it's the same Cube though. I would assume, but I'm not sure. I cannot say I cannot say that with 100% confidence. But yeah. So anyways, I mean, I do see the score doesn't particularly look good, but considering that people might just blow it off as just a cash grab spin-off, which is sad. That this is actually not that bad, honestly. But that's just me. That's just my opinion on that. So, well, at least it ain't fucking Darwin's game, which from the first episode already let me know what's going to be, and I felt like it was not worth. It's not worth the sort of investment to try to investigate that. But anyways, let's go ahead with episode 4, guys. Oh, did I miss anything? Okay, I thought I wasn't recording for a sec. I do apologize. All right, let me go ahead and pull this up so we can get this started. So, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. I hate you, Funimation. Trying to put Vic under the bus like that. Banzai! Banzai! I'll get the pun. I get it. But okay, what kind of Chinese restaurant names itself Banzai? That's not how it goes. That is not Chinese. Okay, why is the restaurant so dark? You would have to at least think about maybe placing some sort of light sources. There's something trippy going on. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but still. I just completely overlooked what that girl's name was. I heard it and then it just passed through me. I really like Claris's songs. Wow. And then the circle. Basically, like socially, physically, socially, mentally isolated from everyone, from the masses. Or a manifestation of it. Did she just put ketchup on that? I just realized she just put ketchup on the cake. I'm sorry, what? I mean, the tiny cube did pop up here, and then she give the flash of memory. So it's not out of the possibility. I just why did it show the extra little splat of ketchup there? Are we actually going to get someone killed in this episode? You to I mean, nice name, but why would you name your a Chinese restaurant Ban Banzai? You can't call. I mean, you do have the typical Asian condiments in any Chinese, but I mean, you do have the sort of fried rice, which would be. I'm not even gonna criticize anymore. I'm not. I'm Chinese American. I don't want to get any more sensitive than I already am. Just go by star ratings. So average. Ouch. Lots of visual cues that I'm just a bit, as usual, I'm a bit unnerved about. I don't know if I'm gonna remember all of them to discuss after this. That's not a. She says okay. She says it's a great Banzai restaurant, but look, it already looks like she's the only one running it. Where is everyone else? Like there should if it's really supposed to be successful, there would be everything would be loaded, but no one else is there except those two. Something's up. Maybe I'm looking in too much. Maybe I'm on the right track. Is that Aoyuki's whose voice I heard? It all comes back to Yachi. It might be the wrong voice actor. It just sounded similar. I'll double check after this. Oh, what the hell? Well, not too surprising. What happened to them? I mean, you did say you'll never leave. So so I guess these rumors or whatever is behind the rumors are basically to trap. Well, basically when they sucker in when they bang the people, they trap them in, intending to keep them there for eternity. Nah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't just easily show itself like that. It would be that simple. Was it really that simple? It's not all over the news either. So, well, because a rumor does pass, come and pass like a storm. So it's kind of easy to forget. Fair due respect. Oh yeah, it's Chinese. It is Chinese New Year, so this episode's kind of fitting, sort of. one of those old class, you know, those samurai era soap operas. Yeah. It's one of those too good to be true. That's what a rumor is supposed. That's what a rumor is supposed to be. Ah, is a miracle even worth the price, though? You can't. You can't buy marigolds with money. If it was that easy, it wouldn't be called a miracle. This yin yang sort of uh, sort of pairing going on here with this procession.
Hey, Mr. Helber, Dr. Linia. Good, good. Is me?
At least we get to know that there's more people than just those three in the area. Closed. Like collect.
Does it hurt?
So it's not just simple as collecting all 7 Dragon Balls.
Do
Okay.
you see a lot of floaters? A lot of floaters? I read.
Those are creepy. Look,
Is it very red? Is it red? Uh, so, is it,
did
you
she
know what
figure
the
out
second
something?
division?
I'm still
You know
trying
what
to make heads and tails of this.
right in the center? The whole eye.
Okay. What does it exactly have to do to unlock this? Okay, what the? That's true. Or that okay, that's just trippy. Oh, so two of each, two each of something. Oh, yep. I mean, we had trippy looking baby mascots outside, right outside the damn store. I knew something was not right. Oh, but I didn't order for this rabbit, by the way.
What did he give you? Yeah, yeah.
The fact that it's pink too.
Did you use this started right away or it just started yesterday?
That's a human pelvis inside the head. Damn, she's like that one I think that one character in King of Fighters. Forgot who it was. God damn it.
Remember,
There's a little corrupted. Like, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, you may be developing
You're missing heads now.
something I need to say.
You just hop over. Okay, well, your aura just had is a little. Your aura needed two steps.
Not painful at all, huh?
There's a tiny little
Not
cubie.
painful at all.
This little cubie mini is very more and more curious. It doesn't even talk.
Get back to you, we'll find
Well,
out when we can see.
well, at the very least, it doesn't speak human language yet.
I'll tell you, I'll see you probably sometime during the bubble. I'm in Redlands.
Yo,
Come on and see.
what the fuck? Anti-spiral shit going on here?
Okay, yeah, get somebody to get. Right, we'll get to see you. Okay, today right now is about 30, so probably around 12, we'll see you around 12, okay? Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'll call.
It's just more like they just marked on there with their because they got the VI. They basically have the VIP
David might be calling you.
invitation.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye now.
Oh, so we this isn't yeah, this isn't the past. This is an illusion. I'm gonna stay for post credits, obviously. All right. How do I break this down? I know it sounds beautiful, but I do want to talk about some stuff. I'm guessing. Okay, so I was not sure about what was going on back here. I'm guessing they were just going around investigating, and maybe that part where they met where they were in like a witch's labyrinth. I'm guessing it wasn't really connected, but it was just part of it going on. But maybe it is. I wasn't entirely sure. I mean, it could be connected. This is gonna be something to try to sponge up, but I'm so I'm think next episode. I think next episode we are gonna find out more about why Yachio is here and like what her wish was. You know, more actually no. We kind of I mean, like we're gonna know like the more context as to as to what her why she made her wish. Oh, that's a nice look. That's a sweet looking yo. And of course, game promotion, self like shameless promo of their own of the game that's associated with. Go figure, man. Okay. So Mifuyu is the one that she's seems to. This Mifuyu is the one she's connected to. I wonder, um, uh, what she what the connection here is. Like, is Mifuyu like a family member or just a close friend? We already know Yoha's, Ui is, her sister. And the fact, so stuff is not, it's not simple. So I'm guessing stuff isn't simple. Oh well, I do wonder what Yui's wish was. I mean, considering that she's all alone in she seems to be all alone in the shop, but says it's this claims it's a Chinese restaurant, despite the Japanese naming of it. The Japanese naming of it, which I'm kind of I'm a little triggered about that. But I've now I don't now I'm pretty now I haven't gone to Chinese restaurants in China, but I'm pretty sure they most of this. But I'm pretty sure you cannot call at the very least you cannot call it a like when you cannot call it banban unless of course if I'm just tripping and and there is actually a Chinese name for it. Like I'm just gonna go ahead. Let me just look for a sec. Is there really such a thing? Nope. This is more. Nope. This is more so Japanese. So you cannot call this. You cannot call this a Chinese restaurant when you name it when you give it a Japanese name. You can't. You can't. You absolutely cannot. But whatever. I'll just roll with it. I mean, maybe. I mean, well, it is. Well, I will give it a pass because it is Chinese New Year as of right now, and with the whole theme of it going on, well, or at least something similar to of a theme of it going on, I could kind of give it a pass. It's um I'm still too intrigued by the series to really have some have nitpicks like that. I just find it I honestly just find it more hilarious though. Not in as of right now that I kind of just now that I just kind of look back at it. So the legend. So the whole thing with the legend, typical sort of Japanese endo period, whatever soap, love soap opera, where daimyo falls in love with a woman of a lower status. They're deeply loved, but the fiance gets but the man's fiance gets mad. So out of jealousy, she kills the daimyo, and the woman the woman that was in love, was had been grief was all in grief, and then later on she just of course made what made wanted create made a wish to see her lover again. But the cost, but the sacrifice, but the true ending says she sacrificed a lot of people just to meet him. Now I don't know. It wasn't. I'm not so sure if they really mentioned what happened to those two after afterwards. I would guess they were, but I would guess they were just they never really made it clear. But based on what happens to the people that followed the rumors regarding like you can meet your deceased ones, and then like afterwards you're never seen again, and it frankly all that stuff did never really came when somehow those rumors never really popped up on news, despite how miraculous it may seem. I mean, there's also the ominous message you'll never leave or something, and because it just kind of goes to show that rumors come and pass like storms. Like they don't really stick around for long. They're in my opinion, but they do. But they are quite frequent though. Um, there are some cues here and there. I guess I could take a look here. Yui's fighting style is, and sorry for the phone going somewhere. I really it was a character I'm actually quite familiar with, but I need to see if it's the right one. If they'll show, if they show, if they do show it has to be it has to be somewhere. Hold on. I really do apologize if it's too bright because someone decided to just turn on the lights for no reason when we don't really need it. But whatever. But still trying to search for it. I'll give you. Oh yeah, my sure. Yeah, the one that fights with using she fights using the butterfly fans, or basically Kato-sen and Shirainu Ninjutsu. So I would not I would not shrink away from the possibility that her character that Yui as a character and her fighting style and the theme that she has is probably not that much different, or probably at least been inspired by this particular character. I remember like no, I did know her name at some point. It's just that it's been a while since the last time I've heard about the King of Fighters. So my memory's not that good with that. I mean, I do remember Terry, at least. I mean, because of course he appears in Smash. But yeah, it was kind of it's kind of a very a big sort of personality. Like Yui's sort of like a makes a big personality, a big sort of identity that Yui already kind of establishes. But there is something very unnerving about it. The fact that she's running this little restaurant says is the great one, and she could be just exaggerating. She could just be using hyperboles, because if it was really that successful, there would be more people here. But it's just those two, and you have to think like the first time they showed her in the restaurant, right? It was hold on. It was dark. It was dark. It was dimly lit. I'm not so sure a successful restaurant would run on something that dimly lit like that. Now later, now it okay, so there was earlier. There was a little bit of a flashback when they were discussing about um about how to try to find Yui, and we would have to invest. It would have to involve investigating the rumors. I mean, it would make sense. And then all of a sudden, it's lights up. So I guess she did turn on the lights. But if it was really that successful, she would have to turn on the lights all the time. I mean, it would attract more customers. It's just something I find a very perplexing. So you'd have to think: is there anything with is there anything about Yuri that we've yet to know that could be important down the line? Is there a chance that some like okay, so I was trying to speculate too much on the whole ketchup thingy, but it is sort of a really ominous. It's still an ominous, subtle sign. I mean, I do with chef, you have to really kind of pay attention more, and I'm still sure that I've missed a lot. And and again, I probably would have to revisit this at some point later this week. I mean, even then, I'm pretty sure I would. I'm pretty sure I would still be mind boggled by it after all that. I mean, because you have to try to remember this and that and the next episode, and yeah. Um. So what it looks, I mean, I'm not so sure if you can call the. I'm not so sure if you can call these is something the Chinese dishes. It looks it's more. It is more sort of that. Well, maybe the cooking technique is sort of similar. It's sort of similar. I mean, the presented condiments are kind of similar. Maybe she's maybe she's trying to fool herself. Maybe she's trying to have some sort of false optimism about how she's going about it. But I don't know. I mean, I guess it can be saved for later. I mean, but she's sort of a character of interest just because of that. Although the main focus is still going to be more on finding Uri and figuring out what's this new character that shows up, Mifuyu, right before Yachio, and since Mifuyu is up here and she's not supposed to be because it's a miracle, what happened back then? What did this meet? What is the connection? I would assume she's a friend. I'm not so sure about if she's like a relative or a sibling, or maybe a cut, or maybe someone, or maybe a friend's friend. I don't know, or maybe or maybe like a twist, an alter ego, or I don't know. But but there's some connection, but there's a connection to those two, and I would have to think it would have to be depending upon what Nanami had wished when she first became a magical girl. Um, I I am tempted to I don't remember if I looked it up as to what she was wishing for. I'd rather not try to spoil myself. I don't think I recall even trying to check up what she did wish for, but the show will kind of tell the story for will try to reveal it by itself. I mean, I would rather have it like that. And also, and of course, Ui pops up in front of Yoha. And here's the thing: is that really Yui like appearing for them? Because yeah, like they're not supposed to be there, but they're there. But is it really them? Is it really them, or is it just an illusion? Because the title of the title of this episode, from what we've shown there, it's called "This Isn't the Past." So something's up here. I would feel because if this was a past when they were just be normally there, like as nothing happened to them previously before some sort of horrible accident or supernatural stuff just kind of went on, or some sort of unfortunate unfortunate event, or something like an illness, like a terminal illness or something. But they should not, basically, like, just in short, those two, Mifuyu and Yui, should not be there where they're looking at, even though like they're, because like they and Johan Yacho have to be aware of this, or else you're going to be stuck. Or else you're going to be stuck here in this trap. And also it and now it does kind of make sense why this rumor doesn't really get mentioned a lot in the news, if at all, because it only shows up at night. I mean, and because the legend does say that it does take place, where the miracle happened, when that woman was reunited, it was nighttime, with the indicated by the moon. And it's kind of a fitting thing when you want, reuniting with a lover's reunion and all, like in the middle of the night or something, or when the sky is clear and the moon, whatever, crescent or full, sort of perfect setup. Um, it kind of it makes sense. We don't have it. We, of course, I am sort of a bit disappointed that we don't get more explanation as to what you know, Mommy Torme was doing, uh, in the last episode, like what she's going to do, like what was her purpose there. But I would assume, but I'm pretty sure it would have to be, she would have to, it would have to be involving Iroha. Like I'm thinking, like she's probably hunting someone down. Mommy, like in the original version, was kind of like a hunter herself, or did she kind of had her sort of territory, going on, you know, going on, and so it's not. So I won't. So I won't. So the fact that she's probably the possibility that she's a hunter, and you're always involved and probably the target. That is the I'm pretty sure that is the case. I don't know about Sayaka and Kyoko's role yet, because, well, obviously they haven't shown up. It did mention that it did mention in the previous synopsis, in the previous version of synopsis, that Madoka does appear and she's searching for Homer. Although they changed the synopsis since then. What's going to be Madoka's role here? Is she just going to show up at the last moment and some revelation's going to pop up involving her? I know I'm probably thinking way too ahead of myself, but these sort of speculations is what makes a show like this, especially by Shaft, quite interesting to follow. What if for better or for worse? I mean, I can understand why people might not particularly like these sort of shows. I mean, we're just basically surrounded by shonen. Let's be real here. Like well, not most of, but a huge majority of the mainstreamers nowadays, they follow those other shows. Like, not even gonna name them. Y'all know what they are. They they're more into that than this. Simple as that. But anyways, that I think I've said as much as I needed to say. I mean, you guys can input what I missed. I do apologize if I'm trying to collect my thoughts here regarding trying to break down this episode, because frankly, it's trying to I have the puzzle pieces, but it's just like I keep dropping a few of them, and as I try to pick them back up, I drop the others. It's kind of how I am trying to figure out each and every episode. I mean, so it is a big help when you guys do have your input on this whenever you can. But other than that, that's pretty much going to do it for this edition of Magical Records reactions. So Smash like button if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you oh crap, I forgot I did not put the background music on this. So whatever. It just roll. I'll just roll with it. But I just messed up my outro too. So yeah, just smash like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're interested in getting notifications and updates, and you want to sub, just hit subscribe, hit the bell icon below. Also check out the links to the description video if you want to sorry. Follow me on other social media platforms, which include Twitter, Twitch, my Discord server, and my Patreon page. You can also check out the other channels on other reaction channels on YouTube that I support. But that will do it for this edition of M Reactions. So until then, guys, we'll see you next time.